That's my thinking. I don't, I don't have a pitchfork, and I appreciate the guys that explain their point of view, and they wrote about it, and
Mhm.
for different reasons, whether it's the cheating or whether it's, hey, he's going to be right back here next year, and I'm gonna vote for Roger Craig, or I'm going to vote for all three seniors. I never saw Ken Anderson as a Hall of Famer. I appreciate that he was one of the early, most accurate quarterbacks that the NFL has seen, but didn't just don't consider him a Hall of Fame quarterback.
So Greenwood and Ken, God, you just said his name.
Ken Anderson.
Ken Anderson. They are not eligible next year on this.
Well, no, they're seniors. They're seniors, but there's the senior pool. Every player that's dropped, that is 20 years out of the league is in the senior pool.
Okay.
So what you try to do is you don't just bring them straight back. I mean, that's where the Jim Marshalls and the Chuck Foremans and those guys, they're all fighting. There's all, not them, but the subcommittees are all like, and the subcommittees have a group of past Hall of Famers that help them vet, and get some new people to present to the full committee. So you don't want to just keep bringing back the same seniors.
Wow.
You got to try and get other people up for discussion.
Kevin Williams is not a senior yet. He's just still on.
No, Kevin Williams is 6 years out. First time he was his first time as a finalist in his 6th year of eligibility.
Well,
so he was in the room.
We had Roger Craig, his former Viking, and Larry Fitzgerald, a former Viking ball boy.
That's right. I said in the Hall of Fame they buried the lead. They said he was played for Arizona, but he's one of us, Joe.
That's right. Holy Angels.
And I was real happy. It was just, so much is talked about with there's a log jam. There's a log jam with Reggie Wayne and Torrey Holt and, two receivers that were in the room for the 7th time. And I just don't, a lot of times I don't buy into that philosophy, that mentality, because I've seen guys come in and it was not a log jam for Larry Fitzgerald. It was not a log jam for Randy Moss.
Yeah.
To me, whether they're first ballot, whether they're 10th ballot, I personally am going to vote for the 5 most deserving. And if you are never, at least in my mind, top 5, I'm not going to move 2 guys over here and put them on the back burner to get the 7th and 8th guy in there so we can maybe get him in. And if you're not the top 5 and you're never the top 5, you're not a Hall of Famer.